So my background is actually I started at another financial institution, big bank. BB&T is where I originally came from, looking for something a little different, more personable. So I was offered the opportunity to come to Piedmont Advantage Credit Union, and I have been here for 23 years. Fun fact is, I started the day after my birthday. I was supposed to start on that Monday, but my birthday was that Monday, so I told her I would start on that Tuesday, and I have been here ever since. My background in shaping me today and being a branch manager comes from a lot of opportunities, being that I have worked in the collections department really helped. Also, I'm a helper just by nature. I love helping people. I love fixing things. And my manager when I first started, she was just awesome and amazing. She was a pusher and I wanted to be like her. As a branch manager, she poured into her people, and that's what I love to do. And then I seen how she cared for the community, and she believed in the credit union, and that's what I do. I believe in what we do here, and helping our members, and the financial piece of it. So I apply all of that again, working in collections. You see every aspect of it and how it helps to frame working with the members. A lot of times, when people hear that I'm a financial counselor, the first misconception that they have is, oh, you can fix all of my financial issues just in one go swoop. Counselor is almost as if they want to lay down and just tell me all about their issues. This is what I've done, this is what I've done, this is what I've done, but I'm here and now fix it. And so the thing is, it took a lot of steps of, however, whether it was bad behavior, learned, or just impulse behavior that led to where they are in a jam. And so we have to work. Now we have to get a plan and then work that plan. And that's what people don't understand. It's like, well, just give me a loan. I have all these mounds of debt and just fix it. And that's another thing. If I get a loan to pay off loan that I have here or debt that I have here, then that'll work. And that's not it if you're not going to change the behavior of what you're doing. I apply this to my everyday life as well. One piece of financial advice that I give people: anytime you go to make a purchase, whether it's a pack of gum, a car, or a house, shoes, ladies, golf clubs, fellas, is this a want or a need? I have caught myself several times standing in a grocery store, opening up the doors of the frozen section, ice cream. Wait a minute, do you really need this, April? Is this a want or a need? And whenever you apply that again to any purchases that you're making, it helps. So if we apply that principle, get in a mindset of really and truly asking ourselves, is this a want or is this a need at this moment? I think it tends to help navigate us financially. My background, I came from my other financial institution, so I got paid once a month. And I was young when I first started out, so getting paid once a month, especially coming from, I came from serving. And so that was always cash money right then in my hand. And then I grew up. I started adulting and took on this full time job, and it was once a month. And so that actually helped to shape me into learning how to budget. So now I apply that same principle. I still have those same concepts. The envelope method is great. I still to this day do it. I have my own little envelope system that I do, and I live out of my envelopes. So, in developing habits for myself, again, like I said, I work out of the envelope on the weekend, especially when it's around payday. I get a certain amount, and it goes back to what I said before. Is this a want or need when it comes down to, or I make sure that I plan ahead of time. If I know I want to do something fun over the weekend, because I'm a big believer, if you work hard, play harder. And so if I'm going to do that and I know that I'm going to go somewhere that requires a little bit more money, then I put a little extra in. But whenever I went through the classes that we took to become a financial counselor, I learned in some areas that I wasn't as knowledgeable in. And so that helped as well for my future, more in the areas of IRAs, retirement, because I know as young as my name is and as I look, I am approaching that area in my life. So again, we have to be always thinking about our financial health and welfare. Preparing for financial challenges. One thing COVID, I do believe, has helped to teach us is the unexpected can happen overnight and it can happen quickly. So the best way is to plan ahead, meaning that whatever the circumstances may be, if you know that you have a vehicle, again, the envelope system I revert back to, whether it be actually in a physical envelope or if, setting up an additional savings account for emergency funds. Emergencies are going to happen. It's not if it will, it is when they come about, having that. So setting aside a little extra funds each month to go into this emergency fund account or emergency envelope is what I call mine, because they're going to come, but challenges will happen. It's life. And it's going to happen. So that's the best way. And I know that sometimes it doesn't seem like you have enough money to make that happen, but we have to make some sacrifices. And that's where working with us as financial counselors, we can help to navigate a person through that, to really help them see the big picture. And whereas it's just about changing some of your behavior and what you do. If you like Starbucks, you may not be able to go get a latte or frappuccino every day. But if you cut back and that $5.95, and by the time taxes hit $7, if you put that aside at least twice, that's $14, $15 that you can put into this emergency fund, and it will grow quickly. And then when you see it, your results, it makes a difference. Then you are more apt to want to do it. So, fun fact that I would like to share that my colleagues or the members may not know is in 2022, I had the privilege of traveling to Paris by myself. So now that we are here celebrating the Olympics, which is in Paris, I love watching it because I have had the most, enjoyable experience watching it, seeing the different places that they are traveling, going back through my pictures, and I'm like, I've been here, I seen this, but that was a trip that I actually saved up for. That I set aside my vacation. I had it set up. I bought one of those little vacation boxes, and it was named Paris. And so I put money in, but I saved up for it, and I went, like I said, traveled by myself to Paris, France.